Hey guys, what's up? Today I got an NU match. This one is a long but good battle against a good battle in FreddiGuntair, and I figured I'd bring a nice team, and he brought a nice team. So I'm gonna lead with my Frillish because I'm thinking Regirock or Torkoal want to lead, and neither of them can really do all that much damage to a Frillish, and I can hit them with my stab super effective Scald. So that's the plan. But he's gonna lead with his Jinx. I'm still not worried because I know unless he has Psyshock, which not a lot of people like Psyshock. Ice Beam won't do anything, Focus Blast won't do anything, and Shadow Ball actually will do quite a lot. So he's going to go for the substitute first turn because he thinks that I probably have Scald and Will-O-Wisp as my only offensive options, maybe like Taunt and Recover as well. But I do have Shadow Ball, so I'm going to go for it. He's going to miss Lovely Kiss, which as a person who uses Sleep Powder a lot in NU, I know how much that fucking sucks. And yeah, then he's gonna miss Lovely Kiss again, which is again a huge pain in the ass. But I do have Heal Bell on my Miltank, so it's not the end of the world. Plus, again, unless he has Psyshock, which I would have thought he would have just used, because that probably would have easily 2KO'd me in the first place. And since he has Sub, he probably doesn't have Nasty Plot. I can literally just stay in and just not be worried, and Miltank can take an Ice Beam too, and it's offensive, so it's faster, and all this stuff. So, but he's gonna switch into his Gardevoir, and well, first he's gonna go into his Swallow, and I'm like, okay, Brave Bird might do a bunch, but I can hit him with a good, Scald, so I'll do that. But he U-turns instead, goes up to Gardevoir, so then I Scald that. He's gonna burn me as I go for the Shadow Ball, but I get disabled by my own ability that he traced. So, So I'm going to stay in, go for the Will-O-Wisp. He's going to think I'm going to switch out and go for the Will-O-Wisp. But, that didn't work out too well. He's going to go for the Psychic, as I'm going to go for the Scald, thinking he'd probably want to Wish or whatever. But, yeah, so none of us are really doing much to each other. But, I mean, we're special walls fighting with special attacks against each other. So, yeah, he's going to go for the Wish. I'm going to go for the Recover because, he knows he can't kill me with the Psychic. He probably could kill me with a Psychic and a Burn, but I'm obviously not going to let him do that. And, yeah. Another interesting thing that happens is I didn't realize that I thought that Curse Body had a time limit, but it doesn't specify, and no one could really give me a definite answer. So I'm like, is it permanent till they switch out, or is it like time? And as you can see, it was time. So I go for Shadow Ball again. He's gonna disable it again. I'm like, why can't you disable my Scald? Like, what the hell? I know you can only have one thing disabled at once, so you couldn't disable Scald and Shadow Ball, but it's still really annoying. So I'm just going to recover because I want to leave off at a decent amount of health, and he figures I'm probably going to switch out, so he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. Figuring that he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, I'm going to go to my Swallow because I have a Flame Orb anyways, so, doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, the Swallow does not have U-turn, which I wanted to go for, so, because he's got a Regirock, and I kind of figured it would come in, but I'm just going to go for the Facade just in case. And that's going to do like absolutely nothing to Regirock. This is why Swallow is not broken in NU. People are all like, "Oh my god, it's so powerful." No, it's not. It has 85 attack. It's not that good. There are like 10 solid counters, and like half of them quad resist, like his entire move pool, unless he uses Heat Wave, which is retarded. But I go to Torterra. Drain Punch is not going to do anything. I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rocks as he's going to switch out to his Tauros. Get the Intimidate off. So usually Intimidate Tauros are Choice Banded because Tauros is pretty fast. 110 base speed. That's actually really good. And it's got a pretty solid move pool. So, but he's going to go for the Payback. I guess predicting me to go into my Frillish to avoid the return. But I'm just going to Toxic him because I know I can take his hits. It's not that strong. Unless he's adamant, I can still take his hits. So I'm going to Toxic him. That's great. He goes in to Swallow as I switch out to Miltank because I know he can't do anything to me with, Payback and stuff. He's going to U-turn out. I figure I can just get a Body Slam off if he does want to stand. If he Brave Birds me or Facades me, I guess. But, there's nothing to really take it. which is the main issue with Swallow. It's unless you have a rock or steel type, there's not much to do with Swallow. But that's true of like Sock too. If you don't have a freaking psychic or ghost type, then Sock wrecks most of your team anyway. So it's, kind of the same thing. But I'm gonna switch to my Frillish. I didn't think Stone Edge would do that much, but it does. And so I'm going to recover, hoping that he's going to get paralyzed or miss. He does get paralyzed, which is great. And here I'm just going to recover again, basically wait till he misses or gets paralyzed again, and I can start scalding to him. But he is going to go out into his Tauros here, and that's not really good because Tauros is strong and fast, and I really don't want to be dealing with it. But predicting either the Payback or the Earthquake, or perhaps the Rock Slide, I'm going to switch out to my Torterra because he's my physical wall and he can take these hits. Unfortunately, he's going to predict that very nicely and go for the return, but as I said before, I can take these hits. And yeah, they're really not that strong. It's Choice Banded, yes, but Torterra is a monster. Massive HP, lots of defense. He's kind of like a Slowbro. Slowbro's, 95 HP, 110 defense? I think Torterra's 95, 106 or 104 or 108, somewhere around there. So they're pretty close to the same. And Torterra is great because it has rocks and has synthesis, and people don't like it, but it's good. So I'm gonna synthesis, keep going. He's gonna switch to his Torkold, not wanting to let me just completely toxic stall him. I'm gonna go for the toxic here, thinking he'll probably want to get either his rocks up or spin maybe. I don't really care if he spins because I have stealth rocks. He's gonna go for the lava plume, but yeah, it doesn't even do half either. So I know I can toxic stall him as well. I have Earthquake. I could go for it, but it's safer to go for the toxic stalling. So that's what I'm gonna do. He's gonna stay in one turn to get off a yawn and sort of pseudo phase me out because I don't want to go to sleep. Even though I do have Heal Bell, I still don't want to go to sleep because that would be bad. I have something great to switch into, which is my Frillish, resists his stab move. Now that I know he has Yawn, he can't do anything to me, even if he's not toxic or whatever. He couldn't do anything to me. He probably has Stealth Rocks and Rapid Spin. He's going to go for Rocks as I switch out, because it's pretty obvious that I want to switch out to my Frillish. And I'm just going to go for the Scald because it hurts most of his team except his Gardevoir, but his Gardevoir can't hurt me, etc., etc., etc. He's going to go straight into his Regirock, which is a little weird. I don't know why he did that. It's not like I could Will-O-Wisp him, A, because he's status, and B, because he's fire type, so it was a little weird. I mean, it doesn't do all that much, but yeah. I'm just going to go for the Scald again because, his Gardevoir pretty much makes me useless. He does, I believe, miss Stone Edge there, or get paralyzed. I think he missed. And it probably would have taken me out, especially in conjunction with the Will-O-Wisp, but I could have just come in with anything else and revenge kill him, which is basically the idea. But Frillish survives the tail. He's going to go into Swallow, and I'm just going to stay in because I know he has to Brave Bird me unless he wants to let me recover. And I'm fine with him taking a whole bunch of extra damage on top of the poison and everything. I'm just going to go to my Swallow. I have Quick Attack. I'm going to go for it, but he has Quick Attack and wins the speed tie. And that's not fun. But I do manage to survive, which is excellent. And then I take him out, and now it's double down. Swallows with different statuses get killed at the same time after quick attacking each other. It's kind of hilarious. But I'm going to go to my Kadabra here. He's going to go into his Tauros. I don't like this matchup because Kadabra is slower than Tauros, unless he's adamant, but I don't think he is because he's not really just not hitting as much damage as he should be hitting. So I'm going to go to Sortera. I know he doesn't do half, and he doesn't, so I can survive 2 hits and get off free recovery, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. This is the main reason I like Synthesis over Leech Seed. People say, oh, you should use Leech Seed or whatever, but it's like, Leech Seed doesn't help you when you're taking around half from a physical threat. Like, he's a Choice Banded Tauros. This is my physical wall. If he can't take on a physical attacker, then he's kind of useless. Like, if I had Leech Seed, I get 3 KO'd easily, and Leech Seed does nothing to stop that. So that's why I like Synthesis. But he's going to switch into his Gardevoir. I'm going to go to my Dragonair. I max special defense. I have a Violet. I want to close out this match in fashion. What I didn't realize, though, is that he actually knew of this Dragonair set, because I think I used it on him before, or he saw it or something. I don't remember, because this match is quite a while ago. But basically, the idea is I have Shed Skin, so Burn, not a problem. I also have Rest, so again, Burn, not a problem. But I'm just going to set up a couple Dragon Dances. He's going to burn me, hit me with some Psychics, and yeah, I'm just gonna, rest now because I'm at very low health, and obviously I'm not gonna survive another psychic, let alone the burn. So I'm just gonna rest. He's whittling away in HP, but he pretty much can't kill me unless he starts getting some special defense drops. But I'm already set up to sweep, so I really don't care. I just need to wake up, and Shedskin's gonna help me do that. So I just need to wait and wait and wait and get off a outrage and then kill him and his Torkoal. But I guess in other news, I was woke up this morning and I'm just like, you know what? I want to try a new team. And you know how people have been using that like sort of choice band Terrakion and choice band Haxorus and OU because it's just so powerful. Like, yeah, there's physical walls to stop it, but it's like they're just so powerful. I decided to do that in UU, and I have a choice banded Victini and a choice scarfed Darmanitan, and it is working so well. I just need to take out their like Slowbro, Swampert, be careful with their Houndoom or Arcanine or Chandelure, and I destroy so many teams. It's so funny. I'm already in the top 100, and it's been less than one day using that team, so it's great. So, other news, back to this battle. As you see, I just cleaned up. But if you notice, the only time Shedskin came into play was on the end of the turn, where in the next turn I would wake up automatically because rest is 2 turns anyways. So I spent the entire time I was out in battle burned and or asleep, and Shedskin did absolutely nothing to benefit me, which kind of sucks. But all in all, like I said, a bit of a long battle, but still a good battle, as I promised. Missing the lovely kisses at the beginning was really fucking stupid, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Nasty Plot, as I explained, and, Kadabra can take hits, and Miltank is faster also, and etc., etc. So it would have been a different battle, obviously, but I still think wasn't that huge of a deal. But missing sucks, and I rage about it all the time, especially on PO, because that's where it really counts, because your wins and losses are tracked, and that's why I sometimes get upset at it. But all in all, end of the day, this battle was great, and I'm glad to have battled it. I hope you had fun, and me and Freddy should definitely battle some more because he's a good guy and I'm a good guy. So yeah, I will see you all next time. Peace out.